Hi. Okay. Let's do our imperialism vocab for this week. And this one's like okay. I just got a comment on one of my YouTube videos. I hope it's one of y'all. I thought I had disable for all of the comments. Oops. Okay. So, imperialism vocab. Let's get this done, man. And then you can send it to me. It's short. And we finish like that. So, imperialism. The first word on there looks crazy. It's not as hard as it looks when you really just like take it apart. Extraterritoriality. Extraterritoriality. I think it's a fun word. Extraterritoriality. Say it. Extraterritoriality. Extraterritoriality. Isn't that fun? See, say it fast. Extraterritoriality is basically where you and your allies can go into a country and they can trade there and they don't have to follow that country's laws. Is that good? No, that sucks. But that's really going to be put on China. Great Britain, us, France, we were able to go into China and not have to follow her laws. Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I had that vocab where you could find it based on what I said. So, well, now you all know what the answer is, so you should all get it right. But it's going into a country and you can trade there and stuff, but you don't necessarily have to follow their laws. Okay. All right. The next one you should all know from ninth, the ninth grade. Mohandas Gandhi. Mohandas Gandhi is a lawyer who he's an Indian lawyer, and he's going to be the one who like really kind of leads the independence movement to kick England out of India. Mohandas Gandhi. Be careful with your H. Kids always spell it wrong. Mohandas Gandhi. He is like the guy who fights for Indian independence. The next word is how Gandhi fought. He didn't fight. I shouldn't have actually said that, I guess. He did something called civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is where you just don't do what you're told. You're familiar with this. You don't jump up and beat somebody up. You just simply don't do it. Mom says take the trash out, and you just don't do it. You don't say anything. You don't throw a fit. You don't say, I'm not going to do it. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. Civil disobedience means they're not going to follow what England says. It's kind of like peaceful, non violent resistance. The next one, second column, Panama Canal. Remember from the ninth grade, a canal is a man made waterway. It's like a man made river. And the Panama Canal is this man made waterway that was built or dug from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean to get through. What is it? To get through the Americas. The next word is Nelson Mandela. There's this guy like across the street that's just doing weird things. I guess that's his house, but I don't know. Okay, Nelson Mandela. You should know Nelson Mandela from the ninth grade also. Nelson Mandela is the South African guy that was imprisoned in the 1960s. He was supposed to be there for life, but he ends up serving like 30 years and then he gets out and then he becomes the first Native African president of South Africa. I'm still creeping on that guy. Okay, the next word is the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine, it's ours. President Monroe, our president, US president, did this document which basically said no country can invade any of these new Latin American countries. Remember, if you watch the nationalism videos, there's a whole bunch of new baby countries in Latin America because they've all just kicked out Spain. Well, the Monroe Doctrine says, you guys, nobody can come in here and take over. You may not take over these countries. Okay, the next word, imperialism. Look, that's the whole topic. Imperialism is just empire building all over again. I just glanced down and saw it. It's the domination of one country by another, politically, economically, and culturally. It's taking over countries. We've been doing that since September when the very first empire was created by Sargon of Akkad. Remember? Okay, Acadia. We've been doing that forever, but it's like the cool thing in the 1800s all over again. The next word is the Opium Wars. These are a series of wars between China and England, and opium is actually a type of drug. Basically, England is selling this opium, this drug, and the Chinese government says, please stop. Our people are all getting addicted, quit. And England's like, yeah, no, because we're making too much money. And so as a result, we have a war. Well, England is like the most powerful country in the world at this point. You'll see while I like through the videos that I teach. I think I'm about to sneeze. I don't know, I can't really tell. But anyway, the Opium Wars, England wins easily. And as a result, puts extraterritoriality on China and continues selling opium. All right. The next word is penal colony. Ha ha ha, penal. Okay, get over it. Penal means law. Um, a penal colony is a prison colony, basically. When you have a penal code, it means law code. Think of the basic or the what is it? The root word to penalty, penal. Okay, so penal colony is a prison colony. Australia was a penal colony. Basically, England is sending her convicts, her what is it, jail prisoner people to Australia to work on these like agricultural type camps to serve out their sentences. We did that as well. We did that as well. Well, England did that as well over here in Georgia. Georgia was also a penal colony. I prefer to have the window shut, but my parents, I'm at my parents' house, they like it open and it's just crazy. Okay, the next word, sepoy. The sepoy are Indian men. They're not British, okay? They're Indian men who are allowed to be in the British Empire. They are Indian men who are allowed to make up this regiment in the British Empire, the sepoy. And then you have a word that you should know from last year, from the ninth grade, apartheid. Apartheid. That is what England did in South America. South Africa, not South America. Basically, it is legalized segregation. Very, very harsh segregation. In fact, apartheid means like apartness. Apartheid. Legalized racial segregation in South Africa. Then, your last word. See, we're done. The Suez Canal. It's another man made waterway. And the Suez Canal is going to go like through Egypt and it's going to connect the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea so that countries can get through and go from Europe to India really, really easy. I guess Asia, Europe to Asia, really, really easy. But now that you're finished, send me this bad boy. Either email it, send it through Remind Text, put it in Canvas, come into a hangout and give it to me verbally. I don't care. But I got to get your little, I don't know, quarantine grades. Cool? Okay. Bye, guys. See you later.